Hey guys, it's OKB and welcome to how to use Edo Roshi. I was actually going to do Zetsu, but since Edo Roshi's been given out for the fireworks festival thing, I figured I'll just do a video on this instead. I already have experience using him, so it doesn't take too much. Now, the first thing I want to tell you guys is don't recruit him unless you, just don't recruit him. Because you wanted to get your seals to time limited treasure, was it 1, 2, or 3? Probably 1 or 2, where they have Edo Roshi for 200 and something draws, like 220 draws or something like that. But you know, there's a chance of Edo Han or Edo Roshi, and you might get Edo Han first, and so you might have 400 and something seals. Point is, if you draw in seals and you recruited him, you'll only get 20 fragments. But if you recruit him through seals, then you'll get 80 fragments, and so then you'll be able to get 4 stars with 20 more fragments. Another thing I want to mention is that in this event, Edo Roshi is in Fireworks Festival, so you may want to get the last 20 fragments of him in this event if you want. There's no Fuku deals, but you know, if this is going to be one of your really nice ninjas and you don't really have a nice ninja, if you have Kushina but you don't know how to support her, Edo Roshi is a good start. Yeah, it's definitely just a good start. Of course, Minato is also great with him. But yeah, that's what I want to talk about for the events, but for Edo Roshi himself. First of all, take a look at Edo Roshi. He has the Rinnegan, he's in Jinchuriki, he's Edo Tensei. I don't know what else there is that matters. Hidden Cloud? I think he's Hidden Cloud, or hidden something, but the hidden, whatever hidden thing he's part of, I don't think it really matters too much. Where is it? Hidden Cloud? He's not Hidden Cloud, right? Yeah, he's not Hidden Cloud. He's hidden something. But yeah, that hidden something, there's no real benefit to it, so you don't really want to bother. So anyways, those are the 3 things, Jinchuriki, Edo Tensei, and Rinnegan. So, Edo Tensei, how would you support him? Jinpachi could help him, but his standard attack only hits 1 person. He does have a 30% increase if you break through his standard attack, but his main thing is support. He's not position 1 ninja. You guys can see this team here. This is actually for 5 Nature's Wind, which is the perfect way to showcase him. I'm going to showcase him later. I got to level 25 earlier. I'm actually rank 2 right now. Surprisingly, there's like, I think, yeah, Asian Kun is like 460. Edo Roshi is really powerful, okay? He's like the perfect buff ninja. As long as his barrier stays, he's really good. The reason I use him in 5 Nature's Wind is because, 1, in 5 Nature's Wind, when you're fighting the other teams, they have a Kazekage and you want to replace that barrier. So you automatically cut down 40% of their attack power by taking their barrier. 2, on top of taking their barrier, you also get a 60% defense with his own barrier. So not only are you cutting down their attack, you're increasing your own defense. Except for the Fire Main here, but I position Fire Main so that he won't be attacked directly by any standard attacks. He will be hit by mysteries though. So he also increases ninjas by 40%, so attack and defense, that's perfect, really. He also has a mystery that hits a lot of units and costs like 40 chakra, I guess, so that's okay. I could actually make him, so he has 2 mysteries, right? Edo Roshi. Alright, there's a +2. +2 is 60 chakra, Y +1 is 40. +2 hits 9 people, +1 only hits 7. That's okay though, I prefer the 40, simply so that it's safer. Someone chakra drains me in some way, I'll be able to get it back much more easily. Another thing to mention here in this team is that Edo Roshi also generates chakra when a Jinchuriki uses their mystery. So if Kushina uses her mystery and you have 20 chakra, that means you'll get 40 chakra. You guys can see here, like on the bottom ability, he's immune to debuffs, and the team's Jinchuriki mysteries recover 20% life and 40 chakra which basically means that if any Jinchuriki on your side uses a mystery, they gain 40 chakra. And this is actually quite useful with Edo Minato. Here I'm going back to Edo Minato. There's a little triangle thing going on here. Fire main helps. I mean, you can even use Earth main, but he's not necessary for this team. You could take out the main and the team would still work. That's how good the sync is in this team. You know, the chase is perfect. So first of all, if you use Kushina, in round 1 you use Kushina, you use 20 chakra. Edo Roshi will give you 40 chakra plus 20% life on Kushina for using her mystery. And that means you have 40 chakra now. Now Minato has an ability to decrease his mystery cooldown by 1 with his chase. Now it's a knockdown repulse, but that's perfectly fine because once Kushina uses her mystery, she uses repulse. Now Edo Roshi chases that repulse and causes low. Now Kushina goes back and chases that low and causes knockdown with her mystery and decreases her mystery cooldown by 1. Low knockdown. Now knockdown goes to Edo Minato, which means that he gets to use his mystery, his chase, which decreases his mystery cooldown by 1. So now he can use his mystery in round 1 and interrupt anyone he wants. Plus, Edo Roshi generates enough chakra for Edo Minato. So this is like a perfect, really, setup. The only... In 1 versus 1, he actually is really powerful like this as well. Except, against Kakuzu, he's still kind of... It's still kind of iffy with Kakuzu. Because Kakuzu can become immune to status, and then Edo Minato's... Enfeeble won't work on him. And so this is a weakness of that team. But in a 3 versus 3 scenario, it might work. And especially in 5 Nature's training, it's going to work. I'm going to show you guys this later after my talk. Should have been timestamps in the beginning. And yeah, you guys can see here, I'm actually rank 2. I know some people haven't done their thing yet, but you guys can see that rank 3 is 460,000 power, and they're using other teams. Yeah, it doesn't compare to my team, because Edo Roshi provides defense so that my entire team doesn't die as much. And also, as long as Jinchuriki uses their mystery, they also heal. Fire main also helps them heal with the leech, so it's kind of nice too. I could actually use lightning main, right? Lightning main would even be a stronger leech, because everything they use is taijutsu, or partly taijutsu. I think Edo Roshi has like a 1 ninjutsu only thing, whether it's mystery or chase, but it doesn't matter. Basically, he's such a great support for a specific case like this. You could also use him in ninja exams. If in ninja exams the guy doesn't have a barrier, then you can use Edo Roshi's barrier, and then you'll have a lot of defense. Especially when you're trying to get up really high, you need defense as well as offense, and Edo Roshi provides that perfectly. So that is a perfect combination, but it doesn't work with every single thing. Alright, so you will see 5 Natures later. Let me make another team out of this. I think another video that I made, it's like quite a while ago when Edo Roshi was being given out, was Gakido. Now remember, he has the Rinnegan. If you guys don't remember the story, oh, this is spoilers? Nah, it's not that much of a spoiler. Basically, he is Edo Tensei, and because he's Edo Tensei, he was implanted with the Rinnegan. That's not much of a spoiler, honestly, because you guys have seen this in Edo Yagura as well. Yeah, Jinchurikis, Edo Jinchurikis, they all have the Rinnegan. Okay, so the Rinnegan, if we take a look at the Rinnegan users, Gakido is actually a really good choice. And actually, I don't know, maybe you could use Edo Yagura with this. Edo Yagura, Gakudo, and then Edo Roshi. You know, that's fine too. I think with Gakudo breakthroughs, I actually don't have that yet. At least not on this account. Gakudo and Gakido, both of them have defense. And so if you have the breakthroughs, and this only uses normal experimental vials that you can buy in the shop. So if you have a +2, Rinnegan units get 60% defense increase and 30% resistance. That's great, right? If you put it with Edo Roshi, he'll also get the 60% defense and 40% increase in ninjutsu, so that's a lot of buffs. If you do Gakido, you get 60% resistance increase and 30% increase for 3 rounds. So being a Rinnegan user is actually quite powerful, quite nice. Now, of course, there's other Jinchurikis, aren't there, that also have the Rinnegan. Let me take a look. Where is Rinnegan? And then we're gonna look for Jinchurikis. Now, Rinnegan users, I could use Rinnegan Sasuke. You guys have seen that team if you've been on the channel. If not, one of my teams is Rinnegan Sasuke plus Gakido. And you could use that even though Edo Roshi doesn't give the buff to Rinnegan Sasuke, so it's not like a perfect team. There's also a great Ninja War Madara, but he's not a Jinchuriki. But still, he's still a Rinnegan user, so you could throw that in there. It's sort of a combination. Edo Han is okay. His scaling is just okay. He has super armor. He has a lot of taijutsu, which is weak against Madara though, so it's okay. Edo Nagato, not a Jinchuriki. Edo Yagura. So Edo Yagura does scale a lot, but the chases don't really match up because he does knockdown low, and you have to do knockdown low a lot of times. And Edo Roshi doesn't really help out with that combo. Let's see. If you use Chikukudo, it should be okay. If you use other ninjas to focus on that combo, it's okay. But yeah, Edo Roshi is okay with all these different Jinchurikis usually. But then you come over to 6 or 10 Tails Madara, and that's a different story. Repulse knockdown. Let's see. Yeah, so if you provide a lot of buffs here. So 10 Tails Madara suppresses immunity to debuffs. Edo Roshi suppresses super armor, and that would mean you would be suppressing almost every single thing except for chase dodge. That's the one thing that you can't really suppress when in any shape, way, or form, unless you have a really high stat for, I think it's control or combo, can't remember. But yeah, he's a good one. 10 Tails Obito is also another one. The chases don't match, but it's okay because the chase on Obito is much more powerful than Edo Roshi, and Edo Roshi's chase is just a support, but his standard attack has a high chance of causing repulse, which means that if you support Obito with Edo Roshi, and Edo Roshi uses his standard attack, that means Obito will be able to use one of his repulse knockdowns, and that ignores a lot of defensive resistance. This is a pretty common thing about 10 Tail Jinchurikis. 10 Tails have abilities that ignore defensive resistance, and so that deals a lot of damage, actually sometimes even more than your standard attack, just simply because they reduce your defensive resistance for that one attack. But I'm not really sure like at what point it's the best or not. But yeah, that's one of the characteristics of 10 Tails, and they will have breakthroughs, or they have breakthroughs. I think 10 Tails Madara has breakthroughs. Obito doesn't, not yet, but he will. And I guess Edo Madara is not actually Edo Tensei, but no, he overrides the barrier, so it's not much of anything. Now, if you don't really have any really powerful ninjas, you could use Yugito and remove all their buffs and make sure you're the only one with the buff with the barrier. That could work. And I think that's all you can talk about for Rinnegan. Now, we can go to the Jinchuriki part. You could say Edo Minato, I think I mentioned that earlier. Kurama Naruto, I mean, if that's your strongest ninja, that's okay. At least there's a buff on ninjutsu. Killer Bee. Okay, so Killer Bee it's quite interesting. Killer Bee also reduces resistance. So Killer Bee reduces resistance. Edo Roshi can reduce your defense. It could be sort of a combination. His standard attack causes repulse, which goes well with Edo Roshi's chase. But then he needs to knock down chase in order to decrease his own mystery cooldown by 1. So it's okay. Like, he's fair. They're all immune to status. They're all kind of nice. Kushina's definitely the best one out of all of them, just regardless. But Killer Bees, you can also use it for Killer Bee. They both suppress super armor, so it's kind of redundant. I mean, I've kind of gone through most of what you can do. Oh, that's right, Ronin Naruto. Okay, Ronin Naruto actually makes sense because Ronin Naruto is using taijutsu, purely taijutsu, and Edo Roshi is reducing defense. And so it's twice of Edo Roshi's chase is twice as effective in reducing defense if you're only going to use taijutsu with your standard attacks on Ronin Naruto. I actually have seen this before, but you do need a control or you need to like barrier break, or you need to drain chakra or something, so that Ronin Naruto is able to be used to his full potential. So if you did the 45,000 Fuku deals and you got Ronin Naruto, Edo Roshi actually is a good choice, but I would probably use him in like bonds where you have a Kazekage Gaara on the other team or something like that. And yeah, I mean, Edo Itachi is probably a good one with that too. Just you're providing defense and to both ninjutsu because of Edo Itachi and taijutsu because of Edo Roshi. So yeah, Ronin Naruto is definitely one to go. I kind of forgot about that earlier. Sugara, no, that's more of a Edo Udokata sucks, and Asura, I mean, we're not going to have him for such a long time. We don't even have Susunori Shisui yet on free to play. So I'm not even going to talk about this guy, but if you do have him, I suppose it could work. Christmas Kushina is an interesting one. They also suppress super armor, but you can't use her mystery every single round. So it's kind of nice. Here's the thing: Christmas Kushina increases your attack by 8% as well as 3% critical hits for every 10 chakra that your team uses. So Edo Roshi is one of the highest chakra users in the game, simply because most other ninjas use 40 or 20 chakra. And so if you use 60 chakra, that means you'll gain an instant attack increase of 6 times 8, 48%. Also a critical increase of 18%. So it's actually a pretty good buff, but it's constant for all your rounds because Kushina does that. So it's an interesting case. If you're able to use Gakido along with Kushina, you might be able to use the mystery more and more often. And so the maximum amount without Gakido would be 5 times 6, 30 times 8, so 240%. So you have a chance to get your attack up to 240%. It's not the best, but it's a pretty fair shot. Okay, there's also Sexy Naruto if you want a troll team or something like that, I guess. That's fine. But yeah, basically, I just don't see many other choices along that would be meta. Aside from Kushina. And Kushina is meta on her own, so he's a support sort of thing. Now, you could use him. I don't know if I have him on this ranked, but let's see. Ranked battles. Might as well show you guys ranked battles. That's a good start. So yeah, Edo Roshi has a high chance of causing repulse, and this is one of the things that people tend to forget or don't really utilize to the best of their abilities. Alright, I have this lineup, and it's completely a straightforward lineup, right? You're attacking the front row, and actually Edo Roshi doesn't have a combo with low repulse, but usually that would be filled by the fire main, but my fire main's being used somewhere else, so it's something else. But basically, Edo Nagato would attack once, and then you'll go to Edo Roshi. And if these guys don't attack the front row and don't cause a combo, Edo Roshi has a high chance of causing repulse, which means that Edo Nagato will be able to chase that with repulse knockdown and increasing the target mystery cooldown by 1. This is one of the ways I get to attack 6-Pass Naruto, right? 6-Pass Naruto constantly gets his mystery cooldown decreased by 1 by causing 15 combo. I have Edo Roshi, Edo Minato here dodging its standard attacks, so hopefully they don't get to lower it in round 1. But if they don't lower it in round 1 and in round 2 they want to use their mystery, Edo Nagato in round 1 can increase their mystery cooldown by 1, which means, increase their mystery cooldown by 1, which means instead of them using their 6-Pass Naruto, they have to use another ninja in their team over in ranked battles, which means that my Minato can interrupt whatever mystery they're throwing out there, which is great. That's one of my little methods here. I have other buffers to him. Killer Bee. I mean, it's really nice that he's able to be buffed by so many things. Rinnegan, Jinchuriki, and I mean, Earth. Well, there's one other thing I kind of forgot. Oh, Edo Tensei. There we go. So yeah, he's the most buffed person on this team, even though he's a support. And it's really nice because Minato won't die. He also provides, you guys can see that I have a combination with Kazekage Gaara. Gaara, using his mystery, will heal, and he has a lot of defense. So if you hit him, he's also going to gain defense. And so he's going to get healed over and over, have a lot of defense, and just be so hard to kill, partly thanks to Edo Roshi. Now, Edo Roshi's been hidden behind because he can be killed pretty easily, but he is getting the buff of, well, the barrier, first of all. Edo Roshi or Kazekage Gaara, doesn't matter, they all buff him. Then you have Killer Bee. Killer Bee gives him shields and ninjutsu and attack increase. Edo Sasori also gives him shields and ninjutsu and attack increase. But these two also apply to Minato, right? So the last thing here is Jikukudo. Now I was trying this team with Edo Yagura. I wanted to record how to use Jikukudo or some sort of team with that, but I didn't get my chance to do that too much. So, but still, because of Jikukudo, he also increases defense by what, 60%. If I have his breakthroughs, it would be like another 30% in resistance. But basically, that also goes to Edo Roshi and Nagato. But that means Edo Roshi is insanely stacked in shields, attack and ninjutsu, and defense, and maybe even resistance if I do skill trials on Jikukudo. I was actually using Gakido first of all, but because I actually think Gakido's better, because he only heals 2 people. I don't know, healing could be better sometimes too. It's hard to say. You know what, let's do a ranked battle, and I'll show you guys how this team works. You know, Summer Kakashi, Kimimaro. I mean, Kimimara's out here, he's going to be using his mystery, but Kazekage Gaara will take over in the end. If he doesn't take over, then we'll be fine with a Kimimaro barrier. Anyways, there's a lot of barrier control. I mean, even if they interrupt Kimimaro and Kazekage Gaara in some way, we'll have the Edo Roshi barrier. So it's a lot of barrier control, and also a lot of healing too. That Edo Roshi will give Edo Yagura and Kushina and Edo Minato health whenever they use their mystery. And since Edo Yagura perfectly goes with Kushina, we'll be able to use their mystery pretty often. Kimimaro has his own defense thing, which is nice, and Summer Kakashi. Fireman will be giving ninjutsu buff to everybody here. I mean, I won't say it's a perfect team, but it's a good setup. Now, who should we fight? Oh, man. Edo Minato, huh? Yeah, let's try Reckles and see how good he is. Rank 23 is quite nice. Alright, so we have aimed at 6 past Naruto. Let me lower the volume a little bit here. Oh, actually I don't need to. Okay. Alright, so Gaara takes the barrier. Killer Bee gives it to the top. Oh, was I not running weak? I should have been running weak. Oh, I am running weak. Great. Yeah, Summer Kakashi is really awesome here. Oh, also, okay, so it looks like we won't be able to take out 6 past Naruto in the front row, but you guys can see that Kazekage Gaara generated chakra for Edo Nagato to be using his mystery, and that's because they're Edo Roshi, because Kazekage Gaara is a Jinchuriki. So if you use his mystery, you generate chakra, and then Nagato can use it. I probably should have put him on prompt mystery instead, but it's fine. Okay, now Minato is going to be using his mystery. I don't know who's faster. I kind of forgot to check. Okay, I'm sort of faster, I guess. Alright, and it's the 6th fast Naruto. It's probably because of the treasure tools. Alright, there we go. Now you guys could see that Minato also generated chakra because he's a Jinchuriki, and Edo Roshi was going to use his mystery, but it's too bad that we didn't get a chance to do that. Alright, but in this round, let's see, so we were not able to, I think, get off the chase on Nagato, so we're going to use Edo Roshi as backup for this. He has a high chance. There we go, see? Now we just increased 6 past Naruto's mystery by 1, which means he won't be able to use it next round, which is very useful. There we go. Yeah, some things get messed up when you have to fight both Minato and the 6 past Naruto at the same time. Okay, so you guys see how 6 past Naruto is not able to use his mystery? Yeah, it's thanks to Edo Nagato, but Nagato's only hit because Edo Roshi was using the standard attack and has a high chance of repulse. Thanks to that, we get to interrupt most of it. Pop the dodge at least. Summer Kakashi died, and it's too bad. Not enough defense. Maybe I should have put Shuriken instead. Just for a little defense on Summer Kakashi. That's fine. Naga. Let's see. Yeah. 6 past Naruto is down. And now we're gonna have a high chance of using his repulse. A high chance of repulse from Edo Naga. Not Nagato. Jikukudo is nice for that. It's very nice. But what was I gonna say? Edo Roshi. There we go. Edo Roshi's mystery will have a high chance. Oh, get a double. That's right. Edo Sasori also gives him an extra standard attack, and the 30% increase in damage. You know, even if he's not stacked, is quite a bit when you're hitting anything that's not a position 1. Because anything else in a position 1 is also not stacked, so you can deal a pretty good amount of damage to it. There we go. So you guys see how Edo Minato generated chakra for Edo Roshi. Actually, even could have put Edo Roshi on a 60 chakra thing. Simply because we would have enough chakra to get through it. Now, the only thing left is that defense Kushina, which is honestly kind of annoying. But it's kind of nice to have a little chase here where you ignore some defensive resistance from Edo Nagato. Now, Edo Roshi will hit Kushina, and thankfully you reduce his defense so that Edo Roshi's standard attack doesn't increase her defense or resistance too much. You're reducing her defense but increasing her resistance, which is fine. Okay. Alright. It's gonna take a while, huh? So yeah, that chase right there, at least he doesn't increase Kushina's resistance, because it's not helpful to increase the defensive resistance when you're not stacking Edo Roshi. And now I'm kind of regretting using Yagura, but you guys can see that Yagura also healed a whole bunch. Alright, I'm gonna skip through this, because you guys know what's gonna happen next. Ooh. Gotta be honest, the game noises that it makes, distracts me from my talking, and so I have to pause and all that stuff. So anyways, that's ranked battles. You know, I'm gonna throw in a space time as well. I'm gonna see if I can find a space time with Edo Roshi. I don't know if I'm gonna do a Sage, because I already have done a Sage in back. It's on the channel somewhere. It's like Edo Roshi has the best of 4 ninjas. That's the name. I don't know if I want to do a Sage with this, but I mean, I could just show you guys the team I would use a Sage with. Let's see. Because honestly, Edo Roshi isn't really meant for 1 versus 1. It's more of a 3 versus 3, at least 2 versus 2. I would do. Let's see. So now that I'm done with 5 Natures for a while, I don't like doing this over 3 accounts, but I would probably do something like, let's see. Yeah, something like this. So Kushina would take 2 lanes, and Edo Roshi would be in the back. I want to have shields up in position 3 in case it's necessary. I don't need Genjutsu Mirror because of Edo Itachi. So I can do either Ninjutsu or Red Lotus Secret. I can double the... If I have Gemakuri, I don't have Gemakuri, but I would use Gemakuri here. I could double the chases, but one of the chase methods would be repulse, knockdown, knockdown low, low knockdown from Kushina, knockdown low, low knockdown. And then Edo Roshi can cause his own repulse and repulse low for his defense decrease. Whew. Need some water. But anyways, I would also put the sleep on, and that would be my team. I guess also having a ninja dog increase the resistance on my fire main so that he doesn't die so easily, and also protecting the front row for Edo Itachi. I mean, I'm not sure if your opponent stacks a lot, Kakuzu would still overwhelm this team, but if they don't, and a lot of people don't, Edo Itachi will provide the ninjutsu defense, and Roshi would provide the taijutsu defense. So that's a good team, and they will be reducing their critical rates in ninjutsu with this. Hopefully you have this. This is the best mystery, what do you call it? The best ability breakthrough in the game. And I was going to make a video on that, but I guess I forgot. So yeah, this is the team I would be using that you can try to go for, but keep in mind this is not the best team that you can go for. I would probably use something like Chunin Shikamaru and Nier Hashirama. Nier Hashirama and Summer Kurenai is officially better than Edo Itachi, simply because they suppress immunity to status, and also for 2 rounds. Now, they don't have sleep, of course, but I guess that is one of the things I could show you. Let me get my one. What's a good account to show you guys? Kushina. Yeah, let me get another Kushina. Let me get another Kushina and show you guys the Edo Itachi and Kushina combo, which is supported by Edo Roshi but not required. And this is one of the methods that was being used in Spacetime, I believe. Which, if I can find it, I think Takasobi had a fight in Spacetime where he used Edo Roshi and Kushina and just completely devastated the other side by controlling them with sleep. So, let's see if I have the right team. That's screw it. Okay, so we're gonna use I'm gonna throw in Kushina for no reason in this team. Yeah. Alright, and then I'll just fight him. Fight myself. So this is 181. I'm fighting 185, which is an Earth main. This is not an actual fight. This is just a demonstration of a tactic that you want to use. Okay, I had to fight myself a couple times to make this work, but here is an example of how to use Kushina and Edo Itachi's special sort of combination, along with Edo Roshi, of course. But he's not necessary, he's just helpful in both damage and chase. Alright, so now we're going to suppress the chase on Kushina for 1 round. Kushina only suppresses Chase in one round, right? But Kushina uses her mystery and she generates 40 chakra because of Edo Roshi's abilities. And here's the thing. You gotta wait until Kushina uses her finishes her standard attack, or if you control her right away, you have to wait until everyone else finishes their standard attack, except for the dog, ninja dog. That doesn't matter too much. Now, normally Kushina would be able to come back, but I'm gonna use Edo Itachi on Kushina here, and you will see that she won't gain back her immunity status thing. Interesting, right? That's basically an understanding of the mechanics of how the game works. You know, the sleep activates, because sleep activates for 2 rounds. And so, normally the immunity goes back, but since she's under sleep, the immunity doesn't even go back. I don't know exactly why, but it lasts for another round. See here? See? And because of this, you're actually able to control your opponent over and over again using this. It's kind of crazy. Now in the next round, you know, Edo Itachi will be able to use his mystery, but you have to make sure you gotta suppress the immunity first. But if you're faster than the other guy, you would just use Kushina to attack. So like this. If I'm faster than the other guy, I'm just gonna use Kushina to suppress immunity again, and chances are her chase is gonna be used too. And then you're gonna immobilize, and you're gonna put her to sleep again for another 2 or 3 rounds, and just keeps going on and on and on. This is what happened in Spacetime back then. I'm trying to find the footage somewhere of this happening, but in a way, it's a meta on its own if you're doing a duel in Spacetime. Alright, this is what you should be aiming for when you're doing a 1 versus 1 in Sage. I just don't know if I'm able to do Sage today, but hopefully this will come together and you guys will be able to see it. So yeah, that's how you use Edo Roshi. Little chakra. Basically, the Edo Itachi and Kushina can be done with other ninjas, but Edo Roshi generates the chakra necessary for this, as well as the combo. So that is another way you can use them. Okay, I think I've talked long enough. I'm gonna run some stuff over on almost ×2 speed. Other stuff that you can see: Space-Time, arena teams. There won't be too many arena teams, I think, because he's more of a 3 versus 3. But I think you guys have seen enough 3 versus 3 with ranked battles. I wasn't able to get Great Ninja War, but you know, just knowing that he has 60% defense is good for that. And yeah, I think there was a Great Ninja War with Edo Roshi that I made back then. It was like Edo Roshi beats. Just type in Edo Roshi on the channel. So click on Coffin Element below. Click on my logo little round thing, and search the channel. Search Edo Roshi, and you'll be able to see a couple things. Whew, okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Took me a while to make and remake all of this. So it's going to be a little jumbled, but I think it's a pretty good explanation of what Edo Roshi is and what he's good for. See you guys in the next video.
行くぞ。
消えなさい。
悪いね。
私を怒らせたわね。
隙だらけだよ。悪いね。隙だらけだよ。
もっせー
カトン火球の術。
忍者忍者
螺旋が悪いね。隙だらけだよ。
消えなさい。
くそ、もう終わりよ。
私を怒らせたわね。私を怒らせたわね。
悪いね。螺旋が
もっせー
行くぞ。隙だらけだよ。
忍者
螺旋
忍者消えなさい。終わりよ。
悪いね。隙だらけだよ。
私を怒らせたわね。私を怒らせたわね。消えなさい。
悪いね。螺旋がほとんど排斥症。螺旋終わりよ。終わりよ。
もっせー螺旋
行くぞ。
忍者
行くぞ。
忍者
螺旋が
私を怒らせたわね。
隙だらけだよ。悪いね。隙だらけだよ。
消えなさい。終わ
終わりよ。
りよ。
悪いね。終わりよ。
もっせー螺旋私を怒らせたわね。忍者
行くぞ。
忍者
螺旋がカトン火球の術。悪いね。隙だらけだよ。行くぞ。隙だらけだよ。
消えなさい。
くそ。悪いね。
もっせー螺旋私を怒らせたわね。
行くぞ。
忍者
螺旋
忍者
が悪いね。隙だらけだよ。カトン火球の術。行くぞ。隙だらけだよ。
消えなさい。終わりよ。私を怒らせたわね。忍者
行くぞ。
忍者
螺旋が悪いね。隙だらけだよ。螺旋がカトン火球の術。行くぞ。隙だらけだよ。
消えなさい。
くそ。
を怒らせたわね。忍者
行くぞ
忍者
ラセング悪いね隙だらけだよラセング行くぞ隙だらけだよ
死を怒らせたわね。忍者
行くぞ
忍者
ラセング悪いね隙だらけだよラセングいいよ
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys. Sound right, boys. It sound right, boy.
like I'm sinking to hell. I'm sinking to hell. Wishing you well. I'll just quit drinking, oh, that's what I'll tell you. Oh, that's what I'll tell you. That's what I'll tell you. I'm overthinking. I'm overthinking. I'm a sad boy, wow, that's so dramatic. Couldn't find your love, but I always had it. Never said it, never meant it. Nobody quite like you. Time never arrives, even though all you said is all we need is time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Time never arrives, even though all you said is all we need is time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like I'm sinking to hell. I'm sinking to hell. I'm wishing you well. I'll just quit drinking, that's what I'll tell you. That's what I'll tell you. That's what I'll tell you. I'm overthinking. Wasted time, we fell apart. I'm holding on to little pieces of your heart. You never knew it, what you meant to me. Nobody quite like you. Time never arrives, even though all you said is all we need is time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Time never arrives, even though all you said is all we need is time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like I'm sinking to hell. I'm sinking to hell. I'm wishing you well. I'll just quit drinking, that's what I'll tell you. That's what I'll tell you. That's what I'll tell you. I'm overthinking.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's flow for now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow. I drag you out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me.
Everybody know I got pounds. Get down. Talking in got pounds. Get down. Talking in goddamn. Get down. Talking in goddamn. Everybody know I got pounds. Get down. Talking in goddamn. Get down. Talking in goddamn. Get down. Talking in goddamn.
a place only seen in moonlight. After the pain